This is Unit 1, SLTs 4 and 5. We are going to learn how to construct perpendicular bisectors and angle bisectors. So, for some vocabulary, congruent means that two things are equal in size or in length. So, angles are congruent when they're the same size, and that's usually in degrees in geometry. And sides or segments are congruent when they are the same length. So a review of bisecting something: to bisect a segment or an angle means to divide or cut it into two congruent parts. It will pass through the midpoint of a line segment. Okay, now, perpendicular bisector passes through the midpoint of a line segment and is perpendicular to the line segment. So that means it makes a 90-degree angle. And it bisects it right in half. An angle bisector is a ray that divides an angle into two equal parts. So if you had an angle, bisecting it like that, where this angle and this angle are equal. And then equidistant means the same or equal distance away from. So parallel lines, they're always equidistant because they're always equal distance away from each other. Now watch this video on constructing a perpendicular bisector. Follow the steps and do it along with me. So we are constructing a perpendicular bisector now. You're going to use your compass to draw a line segment. And you're going to mark the two endpoints. Now you're going to put your compass point on one end of the segment, and your pencil point you want to put a little further than what you think is halfway. So you definitely want it more than halfway through the segment. Then you're going to make an arc, nice and big arc through the line segment, just like that. And you're going to keep this length here and move your compass point to the other side of the line segment. And then you're going to make that same size arc just on this side now. Make sure that your arcs intersect, and once they intersect, you're going to mark the 2 points where they intersect. And you're going to use your straight edge, your compass, to draw a straight line through those 2 points through the line. Now you have a perpendicular bisector. It's perpendicular, so it's a right angle. And this point right here, where it bisected, that's the midpoint. Another important thing to know about perpendicular bisectors is that all points on the perpendicular bisector are equal distance from these 2 points. Again, it's really, really important to know that all points on a perpendicular bisector are equidistant from the endpoints of a segment, just like I said in the video. Now complete the rest of this page as practice. Pause the video while you do this. Now we're going to construct an angle bisector. So watch the following video, follow along in the steps, and construct an angle bisector with me. First, you're going to construct just an angle. You can do it any size you want. I'm going to do mine like this. And then you're going to place the compass point on the vertex of the angle, and you're going to draw an arc through the two lines. Okay? So now you're going to mark the 2 points that it intersected at, and you're going to take your compass and put it on one of those 2 points, and you're going to make it so we can draw an arc on the inside in here of the angle. So take your compass, draw a little arc on the inside, keep that size and put it on the other point, and draw that same arc over there. And then where these 2 arcs intersect right here is where the angle bisector is going to go through. So you're going to use your straight edge, and from the vertex through that line, you're going to draw a ray, and this is your angle bisector. So when you bisect something, it cuts it into 2 equal parts. So this part of the angle is equal to this part of the angle. We cut it in half. Now complete this page as practice, and then check in with me so I can initial and check your notes.